What's going on, world? This is part two. Part two. All right. In the very first episode of Chop It Up with your boy Cameroon. This is part two to the sit down, the Burly sit down. I have one of my favorite coaches. All my coaches are my favorite, but I love them all. They all remind me of my dad. I wanted to start this journey. I hope you enjoy it. About things that I love, martial arts, fitness, my acting, music, all forms of entertainment, anything that's health and beauty related. And I wanted to do something to just show y'all some different light and introduce y'all to some wonderful people. I'm just trying to bring my coach in here, so just give me 1 second. It's my first show, so thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for actually being a part of this. Give me 1 second. Let me bring this man in. See what's going on. I think he stepped away for a second. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna get the party started once again. Oh, I got the echo going on. Oh my, got the echo going on. Hold on, player. Coach, you here? I see you. I see you. I see you. Without any further ado, let me bring the man to the light, Mr. Lyte. Lyte Burly. Sexy chocolate, everybody.
Sexy chocolate in the building.
Salute. We got it together. It took some time, all this technical difficulty. We trying to set up. Man, but we got it together.
It happens. It's part of the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we here, man. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. You know, in my Lyte Burly energy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Feel good. Got my coffee. I gotta roll me up something to puff. I'm Buddha blunt all day, every day.
Give me a second. We gonna take a commercial break. Give you a second. Get the tweed going. I give you a second. Get the tweed going, sir.
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go.
I'll give you a second. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a professional at this. All I need is I can do this in the sandstorm. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Right, see you less. All right, welcome, y'all. This is the first episode of Chop It Up with your boy Cameroon. I got my great, my wonderful friend. I'm saying great, like you are a million years old. One of my great friends, and one of my favorite teachers. All my teachers, like I said, are my favorite. But this man here, we chop it up, and sometimes he gets like super deep on me.
Yeah.
It's always a light. It's always a pleasure to speak to you, Lyte.
Man, thank you for having me, man.
Go ahead and you break some things down to him. You tell him where you're from. I'm trying to fix his hat. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, if you ain't been going on with go ahead. If you ain't been living under a rock, hopefully you may know who I am. It's not like I'm that famous, but I think I got it's just a little bit. But I'm Lyte Burly, the spearhead of the 52 block organization, martial art extraordinaire. Been at this thing for a minute. Truly blessed. Had some great teachers. Shout out Roberto Sharp. Shout out Wilson Piss. Rest in peace, Mr. G. And all of the other brothers that helped me along the path. 30 years in this game, it made me an animal. It's rules to this ish. I wrote me a manual.
Yes, sir.
Step-by-step booklet for you to get.
Sir.
Oh, hold on. I was going in the rapper mode. My fault. Like early mode. Yeah. Just a martial artist. student of the game. Yeah, and I'm, still here, still kicking, reaching my pomade level. So it's a great thing, here to support Mr. Cam, another great martial artist, another great practitioner of the arts, real practitioners, people who really put this work in. Like every time I call a homie, we got to call each other back because we usually one of us is working. I rarely catch him just doing nothing. Like I rarely catch him just on the do nothing day. Like every day is a work day for this man. So salute to this man.
Yeah, 100%. So let me ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind, brother. First off,
yes, sir.
If you don't mind, could you give me your martial arts background, full background?
Oh, full background. Listen, started off young. I was in the YMCA doing karate. I never made it past white belt because I didn't have the attention span. I loved it, but I just wasn't disciplined enough. But that was probably my first hit of the martial arts. Then I went to military school, which is like military/boarding school, Girard College out there in Philadelphia. They had Taekwondo there, wrestling, a lot of different things I got into. While that was happening, I was living in New York, and I was seeing this art called 52 Blocks. All of my cousins, they were doing it. The older brothers, the 5%ers, that's how they fought. So that's where I seen my hit, the 52 Blocks. Loved it since I seen it. Then I went on to, I had other teachers, no disrespect, they're not worth mentioning, only because they didn't really give it up. So I can only really support the brothers that gave it up. And that was Roberto Sharp, Wilson Pitts, who took me into Wing Chun, Tai Chi, boxing, Shin Yi, a little BJJ, just a little. They was, just a little, some collegiate wrestling. What else did we do? I never got into capoeira. Roberto was a high level capoeira practitioner. That's just one art I never took from him. And then on from there, my head teacher said, you need to put out a DVD on 52 Blocks or the information is going to die with you. And that's unfair. So I put out a DVD back in 2007. It kind of took off. And from then on, I've been, a YouTube baby, social media baby, just, uploading videos. I think my channel has like 14 million uploaded videos now, 14 million watched minutes, 4,000 videos, 63,000 subscribers. I was truly blessed in this game. And it's been growing from there.
Yes, sir. You want to before we even get any further with it, but you want to give them the link? I will share the link at the bottom of the.
Oh yeah. I got an online course, learn-martialarts.com.
Yes,
certify yourself in 52 blocks. For those that already don't want to start from the beginning, I have advanced.lightburly.com, another online course. 52 Blocks info, YouTube, Lyte Burly 52 at Instagram, Lyte Burly 52 on Facebook, Charlie Burly on TikTok, and you can find me there. I'll at your boy.
All right, now I would like you to do this for the audience, you don't mind, brother. Mm-hmm. Could you break down 52? Give them some history on how it started and where does it actually come from? Because there are some that say it started in France, which definitely not right. Some that say it started with the slaves, but you go ahead, you the historian.
My head teacher helped me do some research on it. From what I've been able to figure out, it began when they started letting black men compete in, what I say was the first sport black men were allowed to compete in, which was boxing. And at that time, boxing was a real brutal sport. It was kind of like stand and deliver, rock 'em, sock 'em robots. Mm-hmm. But when they let black people in, we came in with that hey, I'm too pretty. I don't like black eyes, and I don't like to go home looking like meatloaf, calling myself the winner. You know what I'm saying? Calling myself the winner. So black people brought in that defense, and then it became the sweet science, and that's really the birth of 52 right there, which is because 52 blocks is all defensive art. And when I say defensive, some people think self-defense, and they kind of mix the words. Defense meaning your ability to not be hit, and that's footwork, slipping, ducking, blocks, feints, setting up false gaps, pretty much general defense. And 52 blocks is the only art that looks at that. Like most arts have a defense built for their offense. Like boxers have defense against punches, but not kicks. Kickboxers have good defense against kicks, but not punches. Right. Wrestlers have no defense against punching or kicking. They just take it to the ground. So 52 blocks is an art that could be merged with all arts because it is the shield to your sword. If you got a sword, you need a shield because that other man is swinging the sword at you. So 52 blocks is the study of how to perfect your defense to go along with your offense. And it definitely didn't come from the P-Now system. I can say back in the slavery days, we probably fought like that amongst each other, being highly defensive. They even had something called the Chitlin Circuit, which was 10 black men blindfolded in the ring. Jack Johnson was a constant winner of these type of brawls. Right. And that's really where it came from. The association to jail is just a myth. There's a lot of myths, but a lot of arts have myths attached to them. Just like Santa Claus, ain't nobody coming down your chimney. So, there's myths attached to a lot of things. So there's nothing wrong with it. It ain't like it's just a 52 thing. It's a martial art thing. But yeah, I've been a myth buster since I started this on some of the things that 52 is not, and it's definitely not a penal system or a jail system at all.
So what makes 52? Not what makes it special, because that's the wrong word. Mm-hmm. But what's so special in your opinion that why people should actually learn this style?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, because it's one of the grand ultimate styles. And why would I say that? Because you don't know how to fight. Fighting is not a natural thing. It's outside of us. Like if you were, when you were born, they could take you right from your mother's womb and throw you in water, and you would know how to float, swim, hold. Like there's certain things that the body does naturally. Fighting is not one of them. So offense is not natural. Defense is. Even without knowing 52, if I tried to hit you in the head with a bat, your arms are spring into action and try to block it. Meaning, defense is self-preservation. Offense is just how you kill a man in front of you.
Say that again. Say that again, brother. Sorry. Say that again.
Defense is self-preservation. Offense is just how you kill a man in front of you. So self-preservation is the number one law of nature. So I believe that defense is in us already. Offense is not. You just don't know how to punch and kick people and choke them out. You got to learn those things. And you got to learn 52, but there's a defense that's naturally built into you, just like, your eyelids closing to protect your eyes. Every time somebody does something or tries to poke you in your eyelids are closed. That's a defense. That's a natural defense that your body will do without you having to think about it. So I believe defense is more natural. It's more of the natural way. Of course, you need the offense, but it's unnatural. All offense is unnatural. Our fists weren't made to punch each other in the face. We figured that out, and the fists started evolving, over time to go with what we were doing. So that's why I believe 52 is one of the most grand ultimate arts, because it's an art that is more focused on you protecting yourself than killing another man.
I don't be rude, Coach. I've been looking down because my whole idea for this first episode, right? throw the link up there on the gram and get it rocking. Get some.
Yeah, do what you do. Do what you do. I
No,
understand. I understand, man. You working. You working. You working. Do what you do.
Everything been slow motion on his phone. It ain't never
Yeah.
slow motion in the crib.
Yeah, I just seen it come through on my Instagram. Yeah. Just came through on the Instagram. You working?
Yeah, okay, we good. All right, say less. All right, there we go. That's all I need to hear.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's keep going with the questions. Who's your favorite martial artist?
Who's my favorite martial artist? That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Jim Kelly. You know, I love me some Jim Kelly. He was the only one that was able to replace Bruce Lee. Like after Bruce Lee died, they tried to come up with a lot of replacements, and they said the closest one they could find was Jim Kelly, baby. So I'm gonna go with JK.
You come straight out of the cup.
And of course, Bruce Lee. Like I love Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee, but I'm putting Jim Kelly over Bruce just for my own opinion. But I love Bruce too.
You hear me? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You come straight out of a comic book.
That's right.
If y'all don't know, you gotta watch Into the Dragon. If you didn't know what I was talking about, you come straight out of the comic book.
That's right.
What people don't know a lot of history on Jim Kelly, so I'm and you can correct me. He was a football player at SMU, and if I'm trying to remember his story, but I know that he said that they didn't want to really give him the shot that he deserved because he was black, which is really weird. But I think he played. I want to say he played DB or running back. I'm not sure, but he started. I know he was a football player, and him as a martial artist, he was a bad man.
He was a bad man.
About him all the time. Showed me a video. What's the movie? He showed me Black Belt Jones. That was the one that I first saw after seeing Into the Dragon. Okay. Everything. He got the archives on everybody. I never saw 3 the hard way because he was in there too, right? It was him.
I know the other 2 guys. I met them at a martial art convention. I think it was Fred Brown or something.
Yeah, he would. But wasn't Jim Brown in there too?
I think. I'm saying Fred. It could have been Jim Brown. Yeah, it was.
But it was Fred the Hammer. Fred the Hammer.
Yeah. I met him at a martial art convention. Great dudes.
Yeah. But he made it. He brought a lot of swag. Other than Bruce, he brought a lot of swag to the game, man. As far as
that's what us melanated people do, man. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Oh man. So we talked about this yesterday, and I wanted to bring it back up about saving lives. We talk about saving lives in the martial arts game, not just the boxing game, because there's a lot of fake teachers out there. I don't want to say it like that, but that's the only way. I don't know another way that.
Don't sugarcoat it. Just put it out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake teachers out there. They taking y'all money, but y'all ain't really getting nothing for it. Y'all not knowledgeable. I saw a joke of the day, man. This straight up. I don't know what he was doing. He looked like he was doing this around the bag, and I was looking. I was like, this is real. This is all together real, and I don't know what the hell this is. And at first he started off trying to do some Muay Thai, right? And then he looked like he was trying to do the turtle shell and the shoulder roll, and it was all together wrong. And I'm just still looking there like, boy, how long this gonna last? Because I just want to get a couple rounds, and I'm at LA Fitness, by the way. Only got one heavy bag right now, because that's all they do now. They took all the good bags out. They put an aqua bag in there, and they got one Thai bag, one the best one that you can get busy on. And this joker is doing all types of things. He was doing this with the shoulders, going around the bag, and I said, I thought he was joking at first, and he was serious. And then I found out that he teaches this. He's teaching these folks. I'm trying to figure out why they why you participated in the foolery? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
coach, if you'd have saw him, you just would have shook your head just like you did now. Like, wow, what is it?
That's what I do now. I used to have a lot of judgment, but getting in my older age, I was taught if you have nothing good to say nothing. So I just keep my mouth shut now. I just shake my head and
Right,
you know,
right.
blessings upon those brothers. Blessings upon them.
Well, why do you think it's like that now?
Everybody wants to be a teacher. It's one of those fields where there's a lot of ego maniacs and teachers, like because you feel like you're showing somebody something they don't know, which is a good thing. That's what we want to do, and but before you send it out, you got to make sure it's yours.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of people they just want to get it out. They don't make sure it's theirs. And they want to feel like, hey, I showed you something. I'm that guy's teacher. Like I said, there's a lot of ego tied into being a teacher. You got to really learn how to humble yourself and make sure you're putting out the best information possible, because you can do a lot of damage giving bad information to students. And because even when they got to learn something that's real, they have to relearn a whole bunch of stuff that they thought was something that was nothing. Now they got to relearn it. And it's not a waste of time, but it's almost like you wasting their lifetime. So, I believe it, a lot of people just want to be teachers, but without making it theirs. It's like before I jumped out there to teach, I spent a lot of time by myself to make sure what I was going to put out there was real, it was correct. Like, did I battle test it? Did I form my hypothesis? Did I run through my theories? Like, everything you got to do to make sure you got the right the right formula before you start administering it to people. And I think a lot of teachers don't go through the correct process because they're in the rush just to get it out there and get students to praise them.
I seen just to piggyback off of that, I seen some teachers they teach, they know the number system, but they don't know what a jab is. They don't know what a cross is. They don't know what a hook is. They don't know what uppercut is. They don't know what overhand is. You understand what I'm saying? They calling out numbers. Looks good. You know what I mean? They don't know the difference between rolling and slipping. They don't know.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. This is real. That's why, like, a lot of times, I tell people all the time. I said, look, it's nice to hit the mitch. It looks good. You hear the sound. That sound is intoxicating.
If
you want to really hear that sound the right way, do it the right way. You know what I mean? It shouldn't look like I'm looking at a video. I shouldn't see the trainer doing all the work. All you see is the hands going. You're not correcting the client at all, or the whoever is that's training. Their hands down here, never up by their face. It's muscle memory, yes. So with bad habits, we creating bad habits. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to get out there, God forbid, you get into an altercation, and you ain't going to have your hands up.
Nope.
You're going to go night-night.
Night-night, sleep.
Well, that may be the worst. That may be the nicest part that may happen. But other than that, it could get worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I see it all the time, and I tell people all the time, like, if you come, for those that don't know, I personal train. A lot of the girls that I train, most of them are ladies. Even the guys, when I do pass down anything that Coach Lyte showed me or anyone else, I tell them the first thing I tell them, because they get into mid work. First thing I tell them, they want to do mid work. They don't, I don't want to hit the bag. I just want to burn the calories. Well, you show me a fighter that's out of shape, and I won't teach it the right way.
That's right.
One thing that I won't do is disrespect those that have taught me, from my dad to you, Coach Lyte, and the rest. I'm not going to teach something the wrong way just to appease what you know what you want. And then when they start to realize, they start to realize that once they start punching the correct way, that you are getting the benefits of everything that I've been saying before. Instead of just coming in here and just swinging wrong and swinging all this way, and then you don't really know how to punch, and then you don't have no, you're not gonna be on the street with no gloves on.
That's right.
So once you get the benefits of both, learn the craft as well as, you know what I'm saying, as well as burn the calories that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
So, well, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Listen, that's pads. Focus mitts just came into boxing like in the 1940s. There's a lot of fighters that you will never see. When you see Rocky Marciano hitting pads or Jack Johnson and them, you ain't never seen those guys hitting pads. I don't even think I ever seen George Foreman hitting pads. These guys so pads is something, is a new addition to boxing. It's probably one of the equipments that is still new. Like people used to just have jump ropes, mirrors, double end bags, and heavy bags, and sparring partners. That was it. And the jump rope, that was it. Like there was no pads. So, pads and even a heavy bag can give you a false sense of security where you think you're really doing something. But, as the great Bruce Lee said it, pads don't hit back, bags don't hit back. So, you get, if you're not training properly, you won't even train properly using these devices because, you're not mimicking what's going to really what's really going to happen in the fight. So it gives you a false sense of security. So it's easy to grab a pair of pads and act like you know something. That's one of the reasons why boxing is at where it's at today. Too many pretenders to the throne. I think Bernard Hopkins said it the best. Too many boxing coaches, not enough boxing teachers. There's a difference between the teacher and the coach. And we need more boxing teachers, and that's what when I'm teaching my boxing is very high level, very intricate, and it's not just the run of the mill. But as you said, if it's taught right, cardio is just a part of the game. Like I don't know if you can see me right now, but it ain't nothing fat about Mr. Burly. We don't do that fat thing over here because you're selling. Selling, your product is bad.
Yes, sir.
If you really doing it right, cardio is a natural thing. You're gonna lose weight naturally because you jumping rope for 10 minutes, you running miles, you hitting the bag, for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. All this is going to chop you up. You doing ab work, ab work is essential to boxing. Right. Core strength is essential to boxing. Right. So it's hand in hand, and you should be getting the information that can help you in a real-time situation if you find yourself in that. So that's really what being a teacher is that a good teacher is going to give you the best of both worlds. And so it's not just a fitness thing.
Yes, sir. So just to piggyback off of that, do you feel that that's the way it should be with all styles of the martial arts? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
All styles of the martial arts should have a cardio attached. All styles of the martial arts should have a cardio attached. If it doesn't, something went wrong. Like something's up. Even in Shaolin, they doing horse stances for 30 minutes. You hold the horse stance for 30 minutes and see if it don't chop you up. Don't start slicing and dicing you up. You know what I'm saying? Chinese called it the iron shirt. What is the iron shirt? That ain't nothing but ab muscles. That's all they was talking about when they said iron shirt training. They just talking about you need abs. How you working out and you got just a Buddha belly. That Buddha belly ain't supposed to be there, even though you got a lot of teachers trying to sell it.
Right.
Buddha belly is part of the game, but you ain't supposed to have no Buddha. Look at them Shaolin monks. When you see the fat Shaolin monk, I'll wait. I'll wait. If he really putting in that work.
Yes, sir.
You know, all styles, prayer mantis, monkey kung fu, Muay Thai, karate. I don't care what you're doing. If you really put in that work, that cardio should be attached.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what do you, as far as with, I've seen people, well, I've met people that's this is the first thing. Yeah, I want to do some mid work. I want to spar. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want to spar. Please define to the folks out there what sparring truly is. I don't know why they think doing mid work is sparring. It may be a simulation to some degree, but help them understand what's the true definition of sparring, please.
Well, you know, sparring is simulation. You know, sparring. It's like, so there's certain things that, you know, Chinese say mind, body, spirit, right? So if you look at all of them, your martial arts, what they're saying is your martial arts should touch on all three. What is the mind? Strategic thinking, the ability to think under pressure. So, you know, what is the body? Conditioning, abs. You know what I'm saying? And sparring goes with the spirit. Sparring is with the spirit of the thing, because it's the one thing that's gonna, we have a nervous system. We have chemical reactions that happen in your body when it's fight or flight.
Yes, sir.
When it's flight, your body goes into shooting, adrenaline, your bloodstream, all types of stuff to help you get out of there faster. You kick in the fifth gear, you know, you get on your, you know, but you know, but it's also another part when it's time to fight. When you don't choose flight and you choose fight, so you got a chemical reaction that's happening in your body that drills, hitting pads. None of that's going to fix. One thing that will fix it is sparring, because you're now in the danger zone. Like when you spar, it's bringing you into the danger zones, with safety mechanisms. You know, like there's a safety mechanism there. Y'all may have headgear on or whatever the case. Y'all may not be going too hard, whatever the case. But there's still, your body reacts to it like a fight. Your body thinks everything is real. Your mind is looking at it like, oh, yo, it's time to fight. Right. So you get used to that boost, that hit that you get when it comes time to fight. You get so used to it that when it's in real time, you don't freak out. Right. You know, and then sparring helps the mental, because that's where you can start forming strategic plans. Like I'll pump fake the jab just to throw the hook at you. I've tried that in sparring before I've tried it on a real person. Right. So sparring is simulation. Sparring is the simulation that everything has. You go into the army. I heard Call of Duty. I heard the army and the army had Call of Duty before they released it to us. Wow. So why would these guys be sitting up in there playing the video game? Because that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be kicking the doors, shooting at people, people shooting back at them. So it's kind of like to help you get ready for it. So it's not like a first time thing. Before you go to the moon, they put you in this thing that spins you around to simulate what it's going to feel like with no gravity. Yes, sir. So sparring is simulation. That's all it is. You simulate the fight. You simulate the fight before you go into it.
Do you think that helps those that I want to say, because you've seen people, you and I both have seen this, like guys get the spar and they don't have any control. Oh, it helps them with control?
Well, the guys that spar, like my teacher used to say, sparring is the classroom. So if I get in there with you and you start getting out of control, I'm gonna tell you take the glove off and let's go outside and fight. So what you're not going to do is try to hide your bad intentions in sparring. That's wrong. You know, it shouldn't really be bad intentions. Like people can get knocked out in sparring long as the intent is right. But what you're not going to do is try to challenge me and use sparring as the cover, as the disguise. Nah, we can just go fight and figure out who's who outside. If we sparring, like I once said, sparring is an intimate thing. It's like being with your girlfriend. Sparring is intimate. Why? Because I'm loaning you my body to work. Like you're loaning me your body.
This damn hat. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like you punch me in my face, I've loaned you my face to learn how to hit a man with a left hook. So it should really be appreciated to what's happening. Not that we should be trying to kill each other. So there really shouldn't be no out of control sparring, because then you totally destroy what it is.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about this today, and I text my friend, and I said to her, I said, "Yo, it's funny to me when you see a woman training another woman to get a big butt, and she ain't got a big ass."
Oh, that's false advertisement.
Right. That's what that's the only damn reason I brought it up, because I was telling her that's equivalent to when I see jokers like my man was talking about. He probably ain't never had a punch. If he did, it ain't been the right way. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad day for him. You teaching somebody, like, martial arts is a craft, and if you never tango, you can't be teaching this to somebody.
That's right.
If you ain't never, not saying if you've been in a fight in your life, that's one thing. Who cares? Mostly everybody in the world has been in one altercation, right? But if you never use what you're trying to preach, stop. If you ain't got an ass like that, how you gonna help her get an ass like that?
It's false advertisement. Like
false advertisement.
It's like learning.
It's like false advertisement. There it is.
It's like
false advertisement.
It's like doing what you do, but you fat. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? You a specimen. If I was a fat boy and I looked at you, I'd be like, yeah, that's the dude that's going to train me. Look how he look. Right. You know, that means he's doing it to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna give me the antidote and you ain't take it yourself. Like, then I can't trust your antidote. Like, when you could be slipping people poison. This is poison. Like, you gonna have to taste the food first to let me see it before I eat it. So you need to look the part. Like, if you don't go to acting school and learn acting with people who never acted before. Like, they've never been in a play, they've never been on screen, like they've never did nothing, but you're gonna teach me how to act. It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
Yeah. Stop the damn false advertisement, people.
Stop the false advertisement.
Stop it. It is sad because he was one. There's another example. A guy was doing mid work, never corrected the guy, and this is why I go back saying, like, you doing mid work and you see the hands moving, but the dude he's not learning how to pivot the proper way. He's not sitting down on his punches. You know what I'm saying? He's not stepping in, and then he was taking that. And this happened last week. I'm giving these are all recent stories. He was giving that, so I'm looking, and I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to be disrespectful, because I feel like I'm going to be disrespectful. So I'm drilling, and the dude, you can't hold miss and look at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, this was somebody, so you have to do one or two things, because you ain't gonna steal nothing off of what I'm doing over there when I'm doing my work. You know what I mean? So the dude left, and the guy that he was training decided to show his girl. His girl was there, so he started holding the miss for her, and she's punching, and I had to go over to him. I said, brother, I don't want to be disrespectful. Can I help you out? And he was like, sure. I said, I saw you training with dude. I don't know. And again, I don't know if he's your teacher, where he lands with you, but I don't want to be disrespectful to him. I said, but this is incorrect.
Yeah.
And I had to show him. And he was like, no disrespect at all. And I appreciate the fact that he wasn't being asked, because I've seen other guys be like, oh, I've been doing kicking the bag, about to tear their knee up, and you ask them what they doing, and they talking about they've been doing MMA. They don't even know. You don't know what style. You just say you've been doing MMA. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's an acronym, people. Mixed martial arts. That's what it means. You gotta what style in the mixed martial arts have you been doing? Are you doing kickboxing or something else? And then whoever is doing whatever with you is not teaching you the proper way if you about to tear your knee apart. You know what I mean? But the dude was, you know, he's willing to learn, and I'm glad, and I hope, you know, he got something from it. But it's just the false advertisement.
Yeah.
False advertisement is bad, you know. So let's get back into these questions, brother. I won't hold you too much longer. Let's talk about being the warrior, because I know you brought this up on me. So I was thinking I was thinking about it.
Okay, you're gonna bring it back on me. You're gonna do you Serena Williams that. You just put it back on me. Take that. Okay, I'm with it. Let's go.
I'm gonna spin it a little differently. If you really want, if y'all want to know, you go back to part 1 on Coach Burly's Coach Burly's channel, you'll find out. But I want to know, is having a warrior spirit, is that something you're born with, or do you think a person can grow into having one?
That's a tough one. Yeah, You threw a curveball at me, but I'm ready. I'm prepared.
You ready?
You're born with it. I'm sorry to say. Can it be built?
Right.
Now, if you're talking about the level of being disciplined, because there's certain things that the warrior way has just attributes to warrior way. But a true warrior is born. No, you can't really become the warrior. It's like back in the days. Remember, there was 3 classes of people. There was the merchant, the farmer, and the warrior. Was the warrior born the farmer? No. The farmer was the farmer. That's what he loved to do. He had a natural gift and love of tending to the land.
Right.
The merchant had a natural love of taking what the farmer and the warrior did and selling it on the market. You know, like the warrior wasn't thinking about selling the warrior's way, but I bet the merchant said, man, I'm gonna write me a book about this warrior's way and put it on the market, because he's thinking I'm here to get this money. So, you know, the warrior as in ready to engage in battle and die. No, you're born into that. You don't just come across that. You're born into that. And I still believe those 3 classes of people still exist. I still, there's not a newer class of people, unless you want to talk about the LBGDQ element of P people. No disrespect, but the real class of people, I still believe that that's still to this day. There's the merchants, there's the farmers, there's the warriors.
Yes, sir.
So I believe that's still to this day.
Another thing I want to get into, because we know that if y'all didn't know, my coach was signed. He's an MC. He was signed Wu-Tang at one time.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. That's right.
There was a list put out, brother, just to change the topic. There was a list put out. I want to hear how you feel about this list. Let me see if I can pull it back up, because I know I still have it here. My cousins and I, we got into it, just talking about it, because Jaru was highly upset that he wasn't on the list. It's a Billboard list. Of course, whoever's list, I think it's somebody playlist, because they didn't have it together.
Yeah.
We're going to go through the list of the artists on here.
Okay.
You tell me yay or nay if they should be on the top 50. Okay?
Top 50?
The top 50. Billboard's top 50 says Billboard's top 50 rappers of all time.
Greatest rappers of all time. All right.
Now, mind you, that last part, of all time.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready? All right. We're gonna start at 50 and work our way down. You just say yeah or nay. Rick Ross.
Nay.
Okay, that's one. Check. They put Reverend Run up in here.
Yay.
Okay. Melly Mel.
Yay.
MC Lyte.
Yay.
Jadakiss.
Yay.
Boy, you got to think about that one.
You know, like because
That's my boy, son.
Jadakiss is nice. Because I had to think about it. Jadakiss is nice, but one thing about Jadakiss that I take away from Jadakiss is that when you only have one subject as a rapper, that kind of makes me go Like we've heard Jadakiss talk about drug selling. I never heard him talk about loving this woman.
He got one with Mariah Carey. He got a joint with Mariah Carey.
I gotta listen to it. I gotta listen to it. And I'm pretty sure even in that song, he got metaphors that go back to him selling cocaine.
That's
so
my boy,
I'm just saying. I thought about it because I need when we're talking about rappers of all time, I want to hear you on all spectrums. But go on.
All right. 45 is Ice-T.
Yay.
Queen Latifah.
Yay.
Bun B.
Yay.
Redman.
Yay.
E40.
Nay.
So we got, how many names we got? We got Rick Ross, nay, and E40, nay. I should be writing these down. All right. Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre as a rapper?
That's that. I just realized this. I was like, why is he on?
I'm gonna have to say nay. And a lot of people wrote his rhymes, so I'm gonna have to say nay. He wasn't writing those rhymes.
I know what it is. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel. You know how I feel about it.
You gotta write your own rhymes to be on this list.
I love Dr. Dre though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Ludacris.
Oh, yay.
Gucci Mane.
Nay.
Common.
Yay.
Most Def.
Yo, yay.
Future.
Future? Hell to the nay. Hell to the nay. Get him off the list. Stop this madness.
All right.
Get him off the list.
Chuck D.
Yay.
Busta Rhymes.
Yay.
All right, we got three names so far. We got four, I think. We got Rick Ross. Yeah, we got three. Yeah. Rick Ross, Gucci Mane, Future. All right. Where we at? We said Busta Rhymes, right?
Mm-hmm.
T.I.
Yay.
Took you some time on that one too. T.I. got some bangers.
T.I.
got some great albums. He got bars.
I had to think about it. T.I. got skills. T.I. got skills.
Yeah.
I just had to think about it. But yeah, T.I. for sure. Yay.
Lil' Kim.
Nay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's four. You got four.
She had rhymes written for her too. Biggie was writing for her too. So you can't be on the list if you ain't writing your own rhymes. I'm sorry.
Lauryn Hill.
Who?
Lauren.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's a female MC. That's a female MC right there. Yeah. Lauryn Hill all day.
Pusha T.
Nay.
Really? Well,
yeah.
You said one topic. One
topic.
Yeah. All right, I got you. Even though
I'm a drug dealer with a microphone.
Yes, sir. Black Thought.
Yay.
Q-Tip.
Yay.
Big Pun.
Yay.
Method Man.
Yay.
So we got 5 so far that are names. Just want to make sure. I keep thinking about it. Okay. After Method Man is of course this is gonna be a yay. KRS-One.
Of course, yay.
Curtis Blow.
Yay.
Ghostface Killer.
Yay.
DMX.
Yay.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yay.
Missy Elliott.
Nay.
Huh?
Only because she wasn't really a rapper. She was just multi-talented. Like she's multi-talented. Like she's in her own galaxy. Like
I
She's
think
like Dr. Dre, like she's in her own galaxy, like she's above rap, like she'll bust out, start singing. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in her own. You can't, she's different.
I feel you. Okay, Ice Cube.
Yay.
50.
Yay.
Scarface.
Yay.
J. Cole.
Yay.
LL.
Yay.
Rakim.
Yay.
Andre 3000.
Yay, yay.
See, this is my only problem. Because we're gonna go further, but how you got Andre 3000 on there and you don't have Big Boy? Like
Big Boy is nice, but he ain't no Andre 3000 though.
Andre was on a different level, but I
on a whole different level. Like
you gonna put
like because you saying greatest of all time. We're not saying that these other people that didn't make it is not nice. Like Rick Ross is nice, but greatest of all time, I don't know about that. But he's nice. Like these other dudes got skills.
I would have put him up there instead of Future or Gucci Man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like yeah. I would take Rick Ross over Gucci Man all day, but also Rick Ross is a correction officer trying to play thug, so that's what scratched him off the list too, because he's not really living his life. He made it up. He just made it sound good. So I'm sorry, real hustlers in the building. Sorry, I'm with 50 on this one, Officer Ricky.
All right. Where we at? We did Andre. All right. So we got 6 off the list. Kanye.
Yay.
Nicki Minaj.
Yay.
So you put Nicki over Lil' Kim.
Well, Nicki's really a rapper, like writing her own shit. Like she was Nicki writing her own shit.
Did she write all her shit?
Yes.
Nicki
was on the freestyles. Nicki was on the freestyles. You know the freestyle ciphers they was having. And she burnt out the dudes. Like this is before she was Minaj. This is way before she was Minaj.
Gotta give us. All right. Snoop, of course.
Yay.
Drake.
Yay.
Some people wrote for his ass too, though.
Huh?
Some people did write for him though. On certain things.
People wrote for, maybe that's new to me. I thought Drake wrote his own joints. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to take him off the list. Like if y'all got some real facts, then I'm gonna have to say nay.
I got facts. I do the trail. I love Drake. I got love for the man.
No, he's very lyrical. I always thought he wrote his own shit. I don't know.
Some of the joints, especially when I saw something on Revolt and the guy was like, well, somebody writes for Dr. Dre. I was like, Dr. Dre is a producer, but anyway. All right. Yeah. But I mean, sale-wise, he won. All right. Lil Wayne.
Who?
Lil Wayne.
Oh, of course, yay. Very lyrical.
Hold on. Gilly wrote for him.
Huh?
Gilly wrote for him.
Who?
That's facts. Gilly? Yeah.
That what he wrote for Wayne?
Yeah. That's how Wayne changed his style.
Maybe they put a song together, but I know Wayne writes
shit. My brother.
You remember Wayne before Cash? Wayne dropped when he was like 15.
Oh no. I'm talking about when Wayne started doing Go DJ. Anything that you saw Gilly in, Gilly did them bars. I
gotta look into that one. I gotta look into that one. I'm not saying that when you put the song together, you can give another man credit for the bars. Like
I have no problem.
But to have a ghost writer, and that's if Wayne is like that, I'm gonna have to say nay too. I love Wayne, but if you got ghostwriters, I gotta take you off the list. I'm sorry.
I know he has some. Look, I know Gilly helped him out with some. I'm not saying Wayne ain't. Look, I'm not saying Wayne ain't like that. He got bars, but I know in the past when he stopped saying water, he started saying the bull. That's a Philly term. Mm-hmm. Know who was writing for him. I'm just keeping that there. I ain't trying to take nothing away from him.
Okay.
I love for him. I'm just saying. Got love for him and Drake. Just gonna keep pushing. All right. The rest almost like self-explanatory. Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, of course.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Pac.
Yeah.
Nas.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Now, Ja Rule had a problem with this list. Would you have put Ja Rule on this list?
No.
Okay. That's that we on the same playing field with that part.
Yeah.
Now we was talking about
he's good. I mean, like he got some skills, but not for this list.
No, the thing that he's more like, I would say, like he's like when we was talking about Missy, like Missy in the own stratosphere. She just she couldn't even be on the list because she just Missy's over here, rappers is over there. You know what I mean? He found, and I'm not knocking Ja. Ja found a lane and he just stayed there.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Like Pusha T stays in that lane. He talking what he talk.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning for not putting him on there. The last thing that he did,
I just think he's an okay rapper. Like he's not like you know.
I don't think he did anything that was as far as like he did nothing but the songs for the ladies. He made some party songs, obviously, because he was doing stuff for the ladies, but he didn't do nothing.
Right now, I couldn't even spit a Ja Rule line to you right now. I couldn't even spit it. I couldn't spit a line that I'll be like, yo, he killed that. Like I couldn't even do it.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Now that you say it like that, that's very true. All right. Who you got on the Super Bowl, Coach?
Okay. Sorry to say, I'm not a football fan. The only thing I watch is boxing. When I was in military school, when it came time to pick for basketball, they used to get mad, like, oh, we got what's the name? I know we losing. All I threw up was bricks. I couldn't throw the football. I played soccer. I was good at soccer and hockey. And when I met my teacher, he told me, he said, if you black and you can't play basketball, you got to be a fighter. That's where I'm at. I can't put the ball in the hoop, but I can put said fist in your mouth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I do.
Coach. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Salute. Please tell everybody where they can find you. Give them your Instagram. Give them the channel on YouTube.
You can find me on YouTube, 52 Blocks Info, all one word. As I said before, if you're looking to become certified to be a 52 block instructor, all you have to do is go to learn-martialarts.com. I have the leading online course. I have the only online course that teaches 52 blocks. Then I had another online course for the brothers that are already into their advanced level and they may just want to pick up some techniques and learn something. That's advanced.lyteburly.com. You can find me on Instagram under LyteBurly52, Facebook Lyte Burly, TikTok Charlie Burly52. I'm growing. And if you ever in Texas and you wander into San Antonio, I teach at a gym called Dominion Gym, martial art MMA gym. Got some of the best BJJ up in there, Muay Thai instructors. And then, of course, they got Mr. Lyte Burly up in there teaching boxing at 52 blocks the proper way. Boxing teachers, not boxing coaches. We boxing teachers. So you come get that correct pad work, you get that real work, you get the fundamentals, cardio, all that. So check me out if you ever in Texas, San Antonio. Check out Dominion Gym. And if you want to reach me and just leave me a message to set up a seminar or whatever, you can find me at LyteBurly52@yahoo.com.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my first guest. I appreciate it. Salute.
Give them that 52. Give them that 52 exit to let you know. Move the hat to the side.
Hey,
don't take it back on me. Don't make me take it back on them. Don't make me go back. I may never come back. All right. Salute to Cam U, man.
Yes, sir.
I pray this podcast do what it's supposed to do. And I'll be back. I'm pretty sure when he done did 100 episodes, I'll be back and come to drop some of this knowledge. But I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the great student, teacher that you are and growing into, you know. So keep being that person. It ain't enough of you out there. And we need you. Keep saving people's lives and telling people that's not correct boxing. Get away from that guy. It's your boy.
I'm going to put all the links at the bottom, man. Once I put all this together, hopefully everybody, I know this is my first live. I only had like 1 or 2 people jump in, but hopefully everybody, views it later. It's nothing.
Yeah. They'll check out the pre-recording.
Yeah, I can't wait till you come back home, man. I can't wait till you, Coach Vic, to get together.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Man.
Tell Mr. Vic I'm ready. Set it up.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Salute. I know the saying. Hands up, chin down.
Rumble, young man, rumble.